Hey everyone, Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. Another episode of What Sold on eBay today, where we go over some of the things that I sold on eBay, some of the methodology in partaking in acquiring such pieces, some of the kind of backstories and things like that, how much I paid for them, and how much they sold for. So let's get right into it. First off, if you're not following, definitely go down there and click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. Also, leave a comment below if you have any questions, and click the like button if you learned anything during today's show. All my links and affiliate links are going to be below. Definitely go and check those out. All right, so let's get right into it. Today we have a Super Nintendo game, an SNES. For those that don't know, this is the second generation Nintendo game. This came out, I think Super Nintendo came out in the early 90s and had a pretty good run all the way up to 1998, 1999, around there. But this is Super Punch Out, and I bought this for $2 and it sold for $19.99 plus $3.99 shipping. Like I said before, I have pretty much every system so I can test these games out. Sometimes these games have little pins, or they're basically cartridges, so they have these little pin connectors. You can take some rubbing alcohol and a little bit of a Q-tip, and then you just dab it in there. You roll your Q-tip in there, get the excess out, so the Q-tip is just barely damp, and you can clean out those connectors. Nintendo doesn't recommend that, but I swear, like, I've been doing that for like 20 years, and it's been fine, and it cleans out the connections if you're having bad connections, and you can tell when you look at that Q-tip if it's dirty or not. And for the most part, if you have trouble playing the games, that thing alone will 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 fix it right away. So definitely check out Super Nintendo games. Next up, we have this vintage lot of Echo Mason knives. These are hand forged in France. These are actually vintage knives. I actually thought these were going to go for a lot more than they did, since they had their packaging and they were pretty much brand new. The case was a little beat up, as we can see here. There was varieties of different knives. I probably should have, in hindsight, sold these separately. I probably would have made twice as much money. But I paid a little bit up for these. I think I paid $10, and these ended up selling for $24.99 plus $17.99 shipping, as this was a very awkward box to ship these in. So I definitely suggest getting different size boxes if you're doing eBay for a living, especially if you see boxes on the side, like brand new boxes or whatever on the side of the street or whatever. Just definitely grab those, because you never know when those odd shapes will come in handy. This didn't quite fit in one of those flat medium boxes. It was kind of awkward, and I had to actually create a box for this one. But it was just such a pain in the ass for what I paid for it, and what I got for it. Having a box that would have fit would have been pretty cool. But anyways, always check out vintage knives, vintage cutlery. I think it's something that most people don't know about. I definitely don't know about, and doing research on these definitely opened up my knowledge base for vintage cutlery. Next up, we have this 2018 Topps Allen and Ginter card signed by Champ Peterson. This was pulled out of a pack, and I'm just showing you guys this. Some of my favorite things that I've done over the years is, it all started with trading cards for me back in 1986, and it continues to this day. They're easy to ship, they're easy to source if you know what you're doing. I happened to pull this one out of a pack, and it sold pretty quick at $10 plus $2.99 shipping. And you need to, if you're getting into trading cards, you definitely need to get supplies like these little penny sleeves, they're called, that go around the card, and a top loader, which is also a little protector. And you can buy packs of those at the baseball card shops, and they're relatively inexpensive. And then you can just buy the 5x7 bubble mailers, fit these things perfectly. Bada bing, bada boom. And one of my favorite things to do, and one of my kind of number one rules when it comes to eBay, is try to source smaller items so that they're easier to ship, and they're not refrigerators or washer and dryers or something crazy like that. Next up, we have this 2015 D23 Custom. This was my personal custom for my collection. As a matter of fact, when these first came out, these were selling about like $200 on eBay. It was kind of funny to think like the stuff that I was creating for conventions, people would buy them up and then flip them for like a crazy amount of prices. I've seen this one go as high as $200 in the past. Those days I think are long gone as far as some of the higher crazy prices that my artwork goes for. But anyways, this was from a personal collection. This was the one that I saved from that event. As a matter of fact, I probably should have sold this, right around those times when they were up pretty high. And anyways, that I can go. I should probably do a whole video about doing some, how to sell your own art and things like that on eBay and Etsy. But I'm kind of sidetracking here. But anyways, this is a custom Funko Pop that I painted to be clear pink with some, flat or glossy black accents to be like a pink cool bing bong. Anyways, I think I took a best offer for this. I forget what it went. It was like 40 something. It was really cheap, to be honest. It's actually sad in a way. Plus $5.99 shipping, but it's one of those things that someone also will enjoy it, and it's just sitting in a box, so I might as well just push it, get rid of it. Next up, we have this Funko Five Nights at Freddy. We talked about this before in the past. This is a leg that goes to a bigger figure. We've talked about parting out things in the past. There's a huge market in parts on eBay. Definitely, if you're not looking at that, check that out, especially like coffee maker parts. Car parts. Just literally, like, there's literally hundreds of subjects that you can part out. This one happened to be a leg from an action figure that you had to buy 5 different figures to piece it together to create one figure. So this is kind of rare in itself. But anyways, this sold for $4.99 plus $2.99 shipping. I think I was in like pennies on this thing. Next up, we have this Steem Monster San Diego Comic-Con promo set. I sold a bunch of these. These were sold for $14.99 each. And for those that don't know, Steem Monsters is pretty much the first blockchain trading card that is coming out. Fighting and tournaments actually start tomorrow. So if you're into anything like kind of technology and card games and things like that, check out playsteammonsters.com and get started today. That is my affiliate link. And if you do join Steem Monsters, let me know in the comments below. It's playsteammonsters.com. And I actually will send anyone that signs up for Steem Monsters a booster pack if you use my affiliate link. And like I said, tournaments start tomorrow. Battling starts tomorrow. For the last couple months, you've just been able to collect the cards. And I'm kind of going off on this. But anyways, this is going to be probably the next Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. And right now is the time to actually start before like the whole world finds out about this set or these cards. Man, I love this. Steam Monsters is doing crazy stuff. Lastly, we speaking of cryptocurrency, we have this Bitcoin card cryptocurrency. This is the Bitcoin rookie card. We talked about this before. I had 2 of these. These sold for $19.99 plus $3.99 shipping. Anything cryptocurrency, I swear, anything physical, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Steem, anything physical. There's millionaire collectors out there that are just snapping up everything they can find that has to do with cryptocurrency and physical like collectibles like pins, hats. There's just these collectors that have to have everything, especially right now when this stuff is so new. Once again, I am Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. I really appreciate your time here. If you learned anything, definitely click the like button, leave a comment below. Sign up for Steem Monsters at playsteammonsters.com. I'll leave a link below. And yeah, so this is what's sold on eBay. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment below. Subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time. Take care.